Hare Krishna. Welcome to Tax Guru YouTube channel. This is CA Rohanar Pingle, practicing chartered accountant based in Mumbai, also partner in Motilal and Associates LLP, member firm of Mars Network. Welcome to video series on concurrent audit, and today we are going to conduct session 5. So let's dive into it. Let me allow to share my screen. Yes. So, in the earlier sessions, we have covered introduction to concurrent audit, legal and regulatory framework, appointment, independence and tenure, and concurrent audit planning. So now, before we audit a branch effectively, we must understand how a bank branch actually functions operationally. So concurrent audit is not merely a transaction checking, but it is a real-time risk oversight. To do this effectively, we must understand nature of branches, technology backbone, that is the CBS, control architecture, closing procedures, risk containment mechanisms. So this session builds our operational foundation today. So let's start with our first slide. Why understanding branch operations is critical for concurrent audits. Okay. Without understanding the operations, you cannot identify the control gaps. So to identify control gaps, we need to first understand the operations. We must need to understand the process. So you cannot detect the system overrides. You cannot identify income leakages. You cannot challenge the management explanations. So concurrent audit requires what? Process knowledge, system flow understanding, risk awareness, and RBI compliance familiarity. So understanding the branch operations converts you from a checker into a risk professional. Let's moving further. Let's understand classification of bank branches. Very important. Branches are broadly categorized as retail branch, MSME branch, corporate branch, currency chest, and specialized branches. So different branches carry different risk profiles. A concurrent auditor must know business model of the branch, exposure size, risk concentration, regulatory reporting requirements. So let us examine each type in detail. So we are moving to first see retail branch. Okay. So retail branches are volume driven branches. Key risk areas under retail branches are KYC compliance, fake accounts, loan documentation gaps, incorrect CIBIL checking, income assessment errors, gold loan valuation fraud, and third-party product mis-selling. So concurrent audit focus should be on KYC completeness, loan sanction authority, documentation verification, EMI start verification, and DP calculation, that is drawing power calculation if overdraft. So retail branches usually have high transaction volume but lower ticket size per account. Moving further, let's understand MSME branch. MSME branches are risk sensitive. Major risks here would be incorrect drawing power calculation, stock statement manipulation, evergreening, diversion of funds, GST turnover mismatch, inadequate collateral documentation. So our audit focus would be or should be, we can say, stock statements versus GST returns, insurance validity, ROC charge registration, DP calculation accuracy, renewal within the time, and SMA monitoring. So these branches significantly impact PSL reporting, NPA recognition, and also provisioning. Moving further, let's understand corporate branch. Corporate branches deal with high ticket exposures. Risks related to these are large single borrower concentration, fund diversion, complex documentation, structured finance products, forex exposure, and derivative contracts. So, audit focus should be consortium sharing documents, lead bank minutes, stock audit reports, forensic audit triggers, rating downgrade impact, and LC or BG margin compliance. So even one error in such branches can materially impact the bank's financials. So very important to note. Next, let's understand currency chest. Currency chest operates under RBI supervision. Risks allotted to this risks related to these are cash shortages, fake currency, chased balance mismatch, and reporting delay to RBI. So audit focus should be physical verification, dual custody, chased sleep verification, daily reporting compliance, and also surprise cash check. So currency chased audit requires extreme vigilance as per auditing point of view. Next, now understand main thing, core banking system, CBS. So what is core banking system? So CBS integrates all branches. That is key features of this system, that is CBS are centralized database, maker checker workflow, system driven interest calculation, automated NPA tagging, MIS generation, and common CBS platforms for your understanding are Finacle, FlexCube, BNCS, and in-house systems too. So concurrent auditors must understand how entries are passed, who has override rights, and how reports are extracted. So as a concurrent auditor, we must know thoroughly or practically, we must know the systems operating, how it operates. But every bank has a separate CBS system and need to know how it operate into that branch environment. So let's understand CBS architecture from audit perspective. So key audit areas in CBS are document account activation rights, interest rate override, penal interest waiver, backdated entries, suspense account movement, and GL reconciliation. So we need to always review audit trail, system logs, exception reports that are generated from the systems that itself, then override report. So CBS is a powerful but vulnerable to misuse too. Next, let's understand day end. That is the day end process. We will see day end process, month end process, and year end process slide wise. So let's understand day end process. Okay. So daily closure is critical. Risks associated with are forced balancing, parking in suspense account, backdated entries, reversal next day. So auditor need to check the suspense GL aging, ATM difference, clearing inward, outward, and unposted entries too. Okay. Under month end process, we need to, that is the month end impacts what financial reporting. So focus areas will be SMA tagging, interest reversal on NPA, income recognition, TDS remittance, and staff account adjustments. Under year-end process, we must see that is year-end is a high-risk period. So red flags can be temporary regularization, fresh sanction to close old NPA, That is very important. Okay, what is fresh sanction to close old NPA, unapplied interest adjustments, window dressing. So concurrent auditor must remain vigilant, especially in quarter four. Okay, let's understand maker checker concept. So purpose of maker checker is for prevent fraud, prevent errors and segregation of duties. So risk arises when same person acts as a maker and checker. This need to be, please note down it. When risk arises when same person acts as a maker checker. So we need to be a maker who should be different than the checker. So checker blindly authorizes password sharing, supervisor override the misuse. So audit review should focus on user role mapping, same day reversals, exceptional overrides. Moving further, let's understand internal control system of the branches. So internal control includes preventive, detective, and corrective type of controls. So what is in preventive? Access control, sanction authority, KYC norms. Under detective, we need to check exception reports, reconciliation, audit checks, and under corrective type of controls of recovery, reversal, staff accountability. So concurrent audit is a part of control ecosystem. Let's understand risk areas in branch operations. So concurrent auditors must constantly evaluate what process versus policy gap, CBS versus manual records, override culture, control circumvention. So bank branch is a risk hub, not just a transaction center. Very important to note. Bank branch is a risk hub, not just a transaction center. So let's see now key takeaways from today's learning. So concurrent audit is effective only when auditor understands operational model of the branch, system framework, what are the risk points and control layers. So understanding the branch operation allows us what detect fraud early, prevent revenue leakage, improve compliance quality, and strengthen the governance. So these are the very important. So key takeaways are understanding the branch type before auditing. CBS knowledge is essential that of particular under the branch. Closing process impact financials, so that need to be also clearly checked. Maker checker is a backbone of the control, and internal controls determine the branch health. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for patient hearing. Please note down my contact numbers. If you have any questions, queries, observations, suggestions, then do let me know via WhatsApp, email, and you can also comment below the video. So thank you so much once again. If you are not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, then do subscribe it for latest updates and video series like this. Hare Krishna.